This week on Chasing the Sun.
We deploy some baits, immediately get a bite.
Well, that took a while.
Think it's what we're going after, which is a kingfish at that particular moment in time. And the next thing you see is a rod thump, 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 thump. Dolphins.
These dolphins are gonna eat probably every bite we get.
They're
every
relentless.
fish we hook.
They are relentless.
Don't know what it is, don't know what it is. I got a
A
grouper,
grouper?
dude, are you kidding me?
How funny is that?
Yep, that's a
Keep
good
them
one.
up, keep them up.
That's why I went with the conventional.
You would almost think we just called it like that, but look at this. Little jig, little grouper. Big jig, big grouper.
My favorite part of the day was the end of the day.
What, when we left to go ride go-karts?
Yeah. I don't really know who won,
I'm gonna do a warm-up lap.
but I know that I passed the finish line way more than you did.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by Island Murata and Stewart Boat Works, from flats to fathoms. Kicker Audio, living loud. Pelican, built to protect. Mercury Marine. And by Z-Man, the science and art of fishing.
It's super simple in my world. I'm on vacation the whole time we're doing this show because Justin's so squared away, I literally don't have to do anything. I show up, get on the boat. Justin, what are we doing?
What I'm thinking is, I thought you were always on vacation. Travis's life is vacation.
Totally, it's all a matter of perspective. So get on the boat. We're going wherever Justin's idea or
Grand plan.
the Panama City Beach guide lingo comes together in one big group and says, oh, we did this, we did this, we did this.
Yeah.
And he says, well, let's go do this.
So there's a pile of bait. Anytime we find a pile of bait somewhere, there's got to be something eating them. If you're out in the Gulf, especially right outside our inlet, a lot of time in the summer, especially, you can be kingfish. Really, most of the year, if we have a lot of bait somewhere in the Gulf, you're gonna have kingfish on them. So they're great fun on light tackle. We figured we'd come out here with our fresh spinning reels, our Florida fishing products, and put them through there.
New braid, new reels, new rods.
You got new gear. You don't want to just go catch something. You want something to, just burn that drag. So, I don't know exactly what our game plan is.
Well, we'll see where the fish are and catch those dudes. It's like every day on a charter, you know. Say, Cap, what are we doing? I'm not real sure yet. I haven't seen the water, but
That's exactly
I'll tell you
right.
when we figure it out.
There's a lot of bait right here. There's birds diving everywhere.
This
I know there's
size is
kingfish
jelly.
out here. Todd in front of us has already caught some. So we got some baits. Got more fish busting over here. Got a couple fly rods. If we see the albies come up and start foaming on the surface, we'll catch them.
Yeah, my favorite part about fishing is the experience is different every single day.
That's exactly right. Never gets bored. Never gets boring, never gets old.
And all life is a set of memories made over and over, different ones every day.
So, we deploy some baits, immediately get a bite.
Well, that took a while. I think we got a good report.
Yep. It's always nice to
Do a little drag testing.
absolute first cast.
Think it's what we're going after, which is a kingfish at that particular moment in time. And the next thing you see is a rod thump, 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 thump. Dolphins.
I got a nice fish on here, and we got a pot of dolphins out here. I have a feeling we won't see this fish.
Cool part about dolphins is they have sonar, so whenever a dolphin eats a fish that you have caught, they'll never get the hook. And I mean never get the hook. They literally will get it to where there's nothing but lips left. So you catch the fish, but you don't catch the fish because you got a dolphin that's so smart, he's ambushing your bait behind the hook.
So no matter how good your game plan is, you know, I got it all kind of dialed in, and something else can change, like these dolphins showing up. The bait's there, kingfish bite, whatever, it's not gonna work though. Because
Yeah.
these dolphins are gonna eat probably every bite we get, every fish we hook.
They are relentless. You know, they got free meal. We have to leave.
It's like feeding the bears, you know, once they've had success and they got something to eat,
They're coming back.
yeah, I think they call their buddies in too, because usually more and more will show up. So anyways, we decide we gotta go try something different. So now I'm outside my comfort zone. I'm like, well, now we're off of our game plan. Now we're in Travis land where we're just gonna hit the juice, go ride down the beach and find something.
It's super simple. If your expectations are set on something and that doesn't work out, then guess what you have? Disappointment. So you avoid disappointment by not having expectations. So if you roll Rambo, you're always happy. It works.
Now that the dolphin are basically messing up our bite on these kingfish, I know a wreck that's in like 20 feet of water right on the beach. There we go, hooked up.
So what did we catch?
Groupers.
Yes.
Now that the dolphin are basically messing up our bite on the kingfish, I know a wreck that's in like 20 feet of water right on the beach, and I'm thinking, you know, there's got to be piles of bait on that. So if the bait's there, hopefully the kingfish will be down there too. We're gonna run fast.
So I'm driving, always driving, so I'm the driver. Pull the boat over.
Yep.
Justin put some baits out.
Kingfish gear, wire, I mean, we are prepared to catch kingfish, and that's what we're doing. So we get hooked up. I thought it was permanent for a second. There we go, hooked up. And I'm thinking, okay, kingfish here too, right?
He's
But
not
it's
that fast. No, he's not. Pulling
just
hard, digging.
Don't know what it is, don't know what it is. It's like in the bottom though.
Yeah.
Kind of got a feeling it's a jack, maybe?
No, I think you got a little king.
So what did we catch?
Groupers.
Yes.
I got a grouper, dude. Are you kidding me?
How funny is that?
That's just crazy.
Flatlining baits for kings. Is that braid straight to it, or is that your leader? Oh, he must have got down in the bottom. Oh, you know what happened? We came by that wreck. Oh, I mean, it's full of crabs too. Down in that mouth, some crabs in there.
You looking?
Yeah.
Being the local expert, what was the name of that wreck?
The Simpson. And it was not a fishing wreck that we decided to sink one day out here for people like me to go play on. That was an actual, just a accidental shipwreck.
Got some history, huh?
Yeah.
So what's the history of that boat?
1929 is when it actually went down. I can't remember the date it was built, but you know, mid 1800s.
God, 90 years ago.
It's crazy, isn't it? During a storm, right outside our old pass or east pass, we have two inlets here.
The original pass.
The original pass, which is currently closed up. It's about 20 feet deep outside it where the Simpson lays. And what happened was during a storm, there was a fishing schooner that went down out there. So the Simpson was gonna be Mr. Good Guy and go help out. And well, then now we have two sunk ships. Well, at least it's not all bad. For, like you said, about 90 years, it's provided a really neat place for marine wildlife. I mean, there's, you know, crabs, squid. I've seen schools of redfish on it. There's always bait on it. So just endless amount of life, and the water's crystal clear down there, and it's only 20 feet deep.
So we had a bait well full of bait. Decided to anchor up, get everything set up, and fish the wreck the way you'd fish a wreck. And next thing you know, a couple of scoops go out the boat, and where are they? On the surface. They're literally all the way on the surface. Grouper on the surface. That doesn't happen every day.
No, and they're not giants. They're actually smaller, like juvenile gag groupers, and they're schooled up. They're right on the surface, and pretty much every bait that hit the water, they're just in attack mode.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're right on the wreck.
Oh yeah, we are over the Simpson now.
Yeah, we are over the wreck now. That explains the grouper.
Come on. I'm just thumbing him. Yeah. I love how groupers are diggers, man. They're strong. Hey, that might be close to a keeper.
I
here.
know, that's definitely a better fish.
He's the first one to pull drag.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, that's definitely a better fish. It seems like a lot of times you got to work through the smaller guys. That's with any kind of fish. The smaller ones a lot of times are the most aggressive.
Look at that, hooked right in the button. I'll just back up, let you get in there.
Keep going, keep going.
I don't quite think we got lunch. Yeah, we
No,
might,
he
yeah,
might
we
hit the
got
measuring
lunch.
board.
Yeah, we got lunch.
He's gonna hit the measuring board. Look at that. Now y'all see us grabbing him up under this gill plate. You gotta get on this inside part, but not in his gills. Now that part right there on the grouper is real sharp, and that edge will cut you.
Yeah, look at these teeth. These little buddies here.
And this is why we don't lip them.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them freshwater guys that go fishing with us, it looks like a largemouth bass, so it's just, I want so bad to
Your
hit that
mouth
dude,
just
but-
like it, but boy, your thumb is mad at you afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are or what you're doing, when you got fish coming up and attacking, especially when it's something like a grouper that's not known for that type of feeding activity, it's definitely something neat.
Well, the juveniles are always the most voracious of any species.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you look down on this wreck, there were grouper everywhere. You throw a couple scoops of bait in the water and they're swimming around, and the whole cloud would come up.
The grouper sandwiches didn't quite pan out for us, but I don't know that I've ever caught that many gag groupers in a variety of sizes, in a variety of ways, baits, lures, and I think it's time to move on to something else.
That's definitely the most in one spot I've ever had. But we could buy a grouper sandwich.
There you go, that sounds good.
I'm gonna say that it's pompano.
Beautiful little guys.
Variations in methodology. I mean, Justin likes the light tackle thing. I like the big tackle.
Little jig, little grouper. Big jig, big grouper.
Meaning, you know, when you're traveling from point A to point B and you've got live bottom, you know, I like to troll to, one, see what else is out there you might run across a biomass, and two, to kind of eat up some time and go nice and chill, and you don't have to race everywhere all the time and be in a hurry. Yeah. Whereas your early offshore days.
Which is, I mean, that's like our personalities, the difference in them. Travis just chill, get some plugs out there, and you're gonna catch fish along the way.
No, it's a pompano, but it might be. It's acting like it.
Yeah.
It hadn't jumped yet. That's a good thing.
Well, pulling like he's got fins.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that it's pompano
Right on.
or hardtail or jack. Maybe.
Yeah. It's a flat fish with it. Yeah, it's pompano.
I did just catch this shark. Look at that stuff.
You can't script it like that. Hey Travis, pop it. Pop. There he is.
No problem. Well, these things are fun. I can catch
They
these all
are,
day
man.
long.
They pull, they run, they're beautiful, and they're actually tasty.
Hey, little buddy. So you guys got the permit of the upper Gulf.
That's right.
I like a pompano. So this is my first pompano to catch.
That's right. I might even have to jump down. I'm trying to get me rigged up so I can start catching them, but hey, I might have to do you a permit grab on this one just to. Oh, come on. All right, we'll just lift them. There we go. The permit's baby cousin. Beautiful little guys. I'd imagine around a lot of these grass patches and stuff too.
So I've guided
They're
to a
kinda
bunch of
hanging.
those guys on shrimp down at home.
It's not that often you find a guy that, find a new species. Like you said, you have your clients catching them all the time, but I think a lot of people are mistaken. They don't realize how little time we get to spend on the rod.
Right, my favorite part was I asked you how to catch it, and you said stop and twitch, and bam, the first cast.
We might not catch another one, but at least it worked one time, right?
That's right. Oh, I left those superstitions at home a long time ago.
That's right.
Cool fish. And since he's my first, we're gonna have to let him go.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let this guy go. Hey, buddy.
He wants to hang out
I
on the
know,
boat.
he's about to come back in.
Wants to be our friend.
Variations in methodology. I mean, Justin likes the light tackle thing. I like the big tackle, catch the big one thing.
And we started out with live bait, medium rigs, 20-pound gear, spinning rods. And this is where we ended up.
This is going big jigging.
I went tarpon rod more or less with a 1-ounce jig and plastic. That way I can ride the bottom. And Justin's over here checking out the finesse side. He's playing the finesse side.
10-pound braid, 3,000 with a 1/4-ounce jig head.
The cool part is if you're fishing light tackle, I know you're gonna at least catch fish so the camera guy's happy. And if I'm catching, fishing big tackle, then I have a chance of catching the big boy, and I don't have to mess with all the little guys.
Yeah.
So.
That's exactly it. So we find these fish, piles of grouper, little variety of size. We catch some of those medium-sized ones, they're probably, I don't know, just a couple pounds. And so I immediately think, hey, if they're smaller groupers, juveniles, I'm just gonna catch them on lighter tackle and I'm gonna get my drag stretched one way or another.
Oh, that's a better bite.
Yep, that's a good
Keep
one.
them up, keep them up.
That's why I went with the conventional.
You got to change it up and try different stuff because you might stumble onto something that's working better than the other. The reality of it is when you got a bait well of bait, just throw it in water and throw a bait behind it with a hook on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what works best. But you got to try to catch the big one, at least in my world, fish for the biggest one.
That's the Holman way.
I like pain.
Go big.
I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
You would almost think we just caught it like that, but look at this. Little jig, little grouper.
Oh, this one ain't too little. He ain't too big either.
Big jig.
Big grouper.
Days like this are what prove that we have a lot of different things to do, and sometimes you just gotta get out there and see what the day holds.
Oh, Justin, he's cheating from the start. He blocked me already.
Chasing the Sun has been brought to you by Native Eyewear, built for the backcountry. Florida Fishing Products, fish better, fish Florida. Dulce Vida Tequila. Extra Tough, the original fishing boot. And by Visit Panama City Beach.
So it wasn't too long ago that when you're setting up the audio system on your boat, you really didn't have many options. And luckily, that's not the case today. With something like a complete kicker audio system, you have a lot of different options on how you want to lay it out, from speaker sizes to the size of your amp, to just what head unit you use. And one of the great things about the modern head unit on these audio systems is they don't take up a lot of space on the dash, but they have a huge amount of features. You can connect your phone, you can connect an iPod, any kind of media player to this one unit and control all the audio system on your boat through that. You not only can listen to the music while you're sitting still, the wind's light and everything's quiet, but you can rig this out like what we have here on this boat, where when we're riding 65 miles an hour, you still have high quality audio and you can jam out. Whether you're skiing, wakeboarding, cruising out to the island, or going fishing, you can set up a system that's gonna drive that quality audio no matter where you're at or what you're doing for fun. Days like this are what prove that we have a lot of different things to do, and sometimes you just gotta get out there to see what the day holds, because I had no idea we would end up grouper fishing in 20 feet of water.
No, me neither. The cool part about fishing, though, is fishing's kind of fishing everywhere, and then cycles all rotate. But here in Panama City Beach, we don't get to do the fishing and look at the land and the life and hear the go-karts and the jets and everything. What was actually my favorite part of the day was the end of the day.
What, when we left to go ride go-karts?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Got a little Smurf action going on here.
The cool part was, you know, we're actually doing a TV show, so it wasn't like we got to do like 2 laps. I got to do like 50 laps and figure out how the fastest, you know, the fastest way around the track.
I'm gonna do a warm-up lap.
And then we actually raced.
Oh, Justin, he's cheating from the start. He blocked me already.
Get up to the start.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna win. yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
You got me on the start.
I don't really know who won, but I know that I passed the finish line way more than you did. Holy go-kart, it's so fun. Even as an adult, it's like, zoo, zoo, zoo. They're fast. It's so fast. What do you think?
Ready to get back?
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Yeah, I'm